As a medical doctor turned holistic natural healer for cardiovascular health and blood pressure balance, I have seen people go through heart disease and high blood pressure while spending thousands of dollars on medications and supplements and procedures that only permit them to sleep for one night. Then the problem comes back again. But I have seen something better. I have seen people use these 4 human laws of nature, and by applying them consistently, they were able to change the course of their disease progression and even end up reversing their condition. This is not magic. It is understanding that nature is ruled by laws, and ignorance of the law is not an excuse. You are going to benefit more when you actually align with the laws of nature than when you fight it. You are a product of nature, and as a product of nature, your overall health depends more on nature than on any other thing that humans have designed. The laws of nature are designed to help us, not to destroy us. In my practice, I've been able to use these 4 natural resources to help people to upgrade their heart health, balance their blood pressure, and live a vibrant and a free life. These resources are a healing mindset called the holistic mentality, a state of deep relaxation, structured water from plant food, and the 4 human laws of nature. In this video, I'm going to focus on the 4 human laws of nature, so stick around to the end. If you're new to this channel, my name is Dr Nsahlar Power. I'm a medical doctor turned holistic natural healer for cardiovascular health and blood pressure balance. I help people to naturally upgrade their health and restore a healthy blood pressure using already existing, freely available natural resources without depending on man-made products like endless medications, supplements, refined food, or animal products. My goal is to remind you that your body can still heal itself naturally when given the right natural support. If you believe this to be true and to be possible for you, please make sure you subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell. I know you can, so please do it. Thank you for your support. As I share these laws with you, remember that the laws of nature do not work for you because you are perfect. They work for you because you are consistent. Perfection is not an ingredient in the human game of life, but constant growth and progress is the greatest ingredient in the human game of life. There are so many laws of nature, but we call this the human laws of nature because they particularly pertain to human health and well-being. The first human law of nature is nighttime sleep and nighttime fasting. The only reason why nighttime exists is so that you can sleep and enter into a natural state of fasting. Your body enters into a natural fasting state at nighttime. Sleeping at night is important because it helps your body to go into a natural state of relaxation. That state of deep relaxation is the only state in which your body can heal. Healing can only take place in a state of relaxation, and that night sleep permits your body to be able to go into that state. The biological atmosphere of healing is relaxation, and nighttime sleep is your body's effort to put you into that state of deep relaxation so that you can be able to heal. That is because your body goes through damages every day through your daily life, and so because of these health damages, your body needs to constantly heal itself, and the greatest opportunity your body has to heal itself is when you are in a state of deep relaxation induced by sleep. Fasting at night, on the other hand, is important because your body cannot heal when your digestive system is active. Your digestive system consumes a lot of energy, and your body cannot perform the work of healing while the digestive system is actively performing. There are 4 major activities that consume energy in your body. We have digestion, which is the first. We have mental and emotional work. We have physical work, and then we have the work of healing, which is mostly done by your immune system. As important as these energy consuming systems are, your body cannot heal when your digestive system and the healing system are working together. One of them has to surrender. The proof that your digestive system takes a lot of energy is the fact that when you eat something that is quite heavy, especially that contains a lot of proteins like beans, you find yourself sometimes feeling weak and tired at the end, because this food engages your digestive system very powerfully at a very high level. And because it engages your digestive system as such, it causes your digestive system to withdraw energy from the other activities, that is mental and emotional activities related to physical exercise and healing, to focus on digestion. And so for that to happen, your body naturally puts you into a state of sleep. Another proof that healing and digestion cannot move together is the fact that when people are really sick, you find that they have loss of appetite. They suddenly lose appetite to eat. That is because the body is trying to preserve its energy and focus all of its energy towards a work of healing. Now, forcing such a person to eat will be doing them a disservice, because they are now going to share their internal energy towards digestion and towards healing, and that will slow down how rapidly their body heals. When your body loses appetite when you are sick, it's your body's way of saying, I want to focus my energy to heal, so just please leave me alone for some time. But what do? We force ourselves with food, and we insist that people must eat. A minimal amount of eating is important, but not as regular, not as usual eating. You will always benefit more when you work with your body instead of against it. Nighttime sleep and fasting go together, because by sleeping at night, nature effectively ensures that you remain in a fasted state. But if you are not sleeping at night, then the chances of you feeling hungry at some point and having to eat and break your nighttime fast is going to come in. There is a reason why the first meal in the morning is called breakfast in English. Nighttime sleep does not mean you should sleep the whole night. Nighttime sleep simply means you should sleep in the night for the appropriate amount of time that permits your body to rest, to rejuvenate, and to refresh itself. For some people, that time is 4 hours, for some people it's 6 hours, for some people it's 8 hours, and this time can change from day to day based on your activities for that day. Sometimes when people are sick, they find themselves sleeping more. Do not force your body to perform any particular number of hours of sleep. Your body knows exactly how much sleep is relevant. Maybe you are used to sleeping 6 hours, 8 hours a day, but a certain day you sleep for 4 hours, but you wake up feeling refreshed. Don't feel bad that others are sleeping and why am I up? I should be sleeping, and that becomes a point of stress, because if you stress yourself on that point, you are destroying your health. Remember, health is first of all a feeling, not the doctor's diagnosis, not a lab result. Your health is first of all how you feel. That is the greatest determinant of whether you are healthy or you are not healthy. So if you sleep for 2 hours and you are refreshed, let your body be. Don't compare your hours of sleep with others' hours of sleep and let it become a point of stress. Fasting at night does not mean you should never eat when places are dark. There are sometimes your body might strongly demand you to eat something when places are dark. In such cases, you will always benefit more by working together with your body than trying to fight it. So, what can you do in that situation? You should eat foods that do not strongly engage your digestive system. If you eat foods that do not strongly engage your digestive system, it is going to permit the digestion process to go on faster and permit your body to re-establish the state of fasting as soon as possible. These foods are foods that are raw. Things like raw fruits, raw vegetables, raw nuts and seeds. They can help your body to replenish itself, but to also get back into a state of fasting as soon as possible. Quantity also matters. So if you are to eat something at night, eat in as minimal quantity as possible so that your body does not spend much time to re-establish that natural state of fasting. Now let us move to the second human law of nature. The second human law of nature is about physical work. Yes, I did not say physical exercise, I said physical work. As nighttime is for sleeping and resting and for fasting, daytime is for physical work. Nature designed that our daytime as humans should include physical activity. The reason why we have this body is so that we can live life in a physical way. When you are not performing that physicality of life, you lose your life. If you don't use it, you will lose it. You need to make use of this body. So the second human law of nature is physical work. Every single day we are required as humans to be physically active. And when it comes to the adequate physical activity, physical work, what qualifies physical work is doing something that permits you to really sweat. If you perform an activity and that does not permit you to really sweat, that activity does not yet qualify as the appropriate physical work to permit you to upgrade your health and to remain healthy. If you have a job that permits you to only work mentally, or that permits you to sit down for long, or you do minor physical movements in the day without really engaging in a physical activity that can permit you to sweat, then for you, physical exercise will be important for you to integrate into your day. Physical exercise is not for everybody. If your daily work is already very physically engaging, you don't need an extra physical exercise. In fact, physical exercise is so popular in the modern world because modern life involves a lot of sedentarity, involves a lot of sitting in one position. And so to fulfill the condition of physical activity, you have to integrate at least 15 minutes of physical exercise every single day into your daily life. Physical work and physical exercise helps to strengthen your body. It helps to activate the healing genes in your body and deactivate the genes of disease. It also helps your body to produce endogenous chemicals, to produce various chemicals within the body that helps to advance and accelerate the process of healing and health. You will notice that every time you do a physical activity that takes you to a point of sweating, you will notice that you feel good at the end of that exercise. You feel fine. That is because your body actually produces certain chemicals within the body that will improve your sense of well-being, as a proof of the fact that what you just did is actually welcome and is good. Do not give yourself excuses. Sometimes your knees will pain, you must not exercise with your legs. Sometimes your arms will pain, you must not exercise with your arms. Use the part of your body that is fine, but as much as possible, be aligned to the law of nature, which says you should be physically active on a daily basis. The third law of nature is physical exposure to nature. As humans, we are products of nature, and as products of nature, we are designed to remain connected with nature. Once we begin to disconnect with nature, our bodies lose its foundation, and with that loss of foundation, our health begins to be broken down. We are designed to remain connected physically to the elements of nature. Exposing yourself to nature is establishing a physical contact between you and the elements of nature. And when we talk about the elements of nature, we specifically want to refer to connecting yourself physically with the sunlight, with the earth, or with water. Sunlight is just being exposed to the sun. With the earth, you can expose yourself by grounding, staying barefooted on the ground or on the grass, or being in contact with a tree or with a living animal. With water, you can be in contact with water or a natural water body. Anything that brings you into physical contact with nature empowers your body. Your body is like a phone, like a battery that needs to be charged. Since you are a product of nature, that battery that is your body needs to be charged by the source, which is nature and the elements of nature. Sunlight needs to charge the body, and the proof is that when your body receives adequate sunlight, it produces various vitamins. You know about vitamin D and other important chemicals that the body produces as a result of exposure to sunlight. When your body is exposed to the elements of nature like the earth, like grounding, your body is charged with the electromagnetic energy of the earth. When your body is exposed to water, your body is charged with the electromagnetic energy of water. These electromagnetic energies that we receive from the elements of nature empower the body to keep it healthy and strong. Without these electromagnetic energies, we are going to be broken. However, modern life has made in such a way that we always need to put on shoes, and because of that, we are automatically disconnected from the earth for most of the day and for most of the year. That is why it is important to intentionally integrate nature exposure as part of your life, where you're going to be intentionally reconnected physically with the earth, reconnected physically with water, reconnected physically with sunlight. That would mean sometimes you may need to stay under the shower for longer than usual. Sometimes you may need to take off your shoes and just be barefoot on the ground. Sometimes you need to just go outside, sit under the sun, and just feel your body warmed by the sun. At least 15 minutes of this activity, intentionally done each day, is very, very transformational to your health. One of the greatest benefits when your body is reconnected to nature is that it permits your body to relax. If you notice, whenever you're stressed or anything and you begin to interact physically with any of these elements of nature, you notice that your body automatically begins to relax. And as we said, a relaxed state is a healing state. The moment you can bring your body to that state of deep relaxation, your body automatically begins to heal, because that is your biological, natural state of healing. The fourth human law of nature is showing love. Showing love, according to holistic natural healing, is doing three things: giving, forgiving, and being grateful. When you give, you forgive, and you're grateful, this means showing love. The first person you are to show love to is to yourself. The second person you are to show love to is to other people. And the third person you are to show love to is to the planet. Showing love to yourself starts with the opportunity and the chance for you to integrate these principles into your life. Once you permit your body to have a good night's sleep, once you permit your body to fast at night, once you permit your body to be physically active every day, those are special gifts that you give your body. You don't need to buy your body expensive gifts. You just need to help your body to align with the laws of nature, and your body understands that as a show of love. As you show your body love, you need to learn to forgive your body. Forgive yourself for the past errors, forgive yourself for the errors that you're making, and permit your body to be able to move ahead and to heal. Be grateful, because if you did not make those errors, if your body did not go through those challenges, you would not have found me today and be in the position where I can help you with this message. The second group you need to show love to is other people. Whenever you make somebody genuinely happy, the joy that you reap from there is actually so powerful, and it helps your body to relax and enter into a healing state. There are people who are doing everything right, but they were missing this one point of showing love. And the moment they began to integrate showing love, they realized that their situation improved. This significant improvement was because every time you genuinely solve a problem, every time you genuinely make somebody happy, nature begins to look for how else can you be made happy. And given that your health and your recovery is your greatest challenge at the moment, nature will also find out how to solve that problem for you as soon as possible. So the more you solve people's challenges, the more you are able to help people to be happy. That plays back and comes back to you, and the situation that you need to be corrected in your life, so that you can also reap that same joy and happiness that you gave them through your act of showing love. Nature is going to do it to you. This is a powerful principle that once my clients are integrating this principle, they notice that the small things that they do have great impact. As you show people love, make sure you forgive their errors, because without people's errors and evil and bad things towards you, you will never discover who you really are. So you need to be grateful, you need to forgive and be grateful. However, forgiveness does not mean that the consequences of people's actions are cancelled. Rather, forgiveness means you enforce the consequences of their actions, but this time around without the need to take revenge, this time around without the need to cause unnecessary harm. If you fail to enforce the consequences of people's actions, the proportionate consequences of people's actions, you have actually missed an opportunity to help them to improve and to become better persons. The third group you need to show love to is the planet Earth that we live in. Without this earth, we will not have this physical experience of life that we have. And so we have to show love to the earth. The earth and everything it contains deserves love. We need to keep the environment clean, prevent global warming. We need to preserve the ecosystem, preserve the trees, preserve the animals, keep our environment healthy. When we do these things, we make the earth healthier and healthier. And the healthier the earth is, the more the earth is going to give us more love by keeping us healthy. When you align to these 4 human laws of nature as part of a system that integrates a healing mentality or the holistic mentality, that integrates a state of deep relaxation, and that integrates a nutrition that feeds you with structured water from plants, the results that you reap from there are transformational. That is why most of my clients keep telling me how much of a blessing I am in their lives. If I've been such a blessing to a few, then I believe I can be a blessing to many, including you. Please drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know which aspect of the human laws of nature have been your greatest challenge and how I can help you out with it. One thing that has always proven true in my experience is that holistic natural healing is not a miracle. It is the result of working with the body instead of against it. All my videos on this channel are designed to remind you that you were designed to heal naturally. So keep growing, keep healing, and do not for any reason miss my next video. For that to happen, make sure you have activated the notification bell so that you are reminded of every video I post here. Fotenon, from plate to prosperity.